Today is February 3rd. We're going to talk about some Yanks righty bat options. Belly's contract a little interesting. And Joe's McFly is here to compare bats. Let's talk Yanks.
Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake.
Joe's.
Recaps galore, weekly awards, stat lines, steaming hot takes.
Joe's.
Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes. It's time for Talking Yanks.
Joe's.
Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake.
And Joe's.
Yeah, that one works.
With old John Boy and Jake.
And Joe's.
Hello and welcome to Talking Yanks with myself, Jake, Joe's, BBD, John Boy, my friend Jim. He's in court.
Again.
You don't think he's...
He loves breaking down court.
T's and P's with John. He's being litigious today. So we will talk Yanks. If we're a little later today, that's the reason. Jim tried like hell to get out of it, and he could not. So Joe's McFly is joining us. We can get some hype going.
Yes.
Some WBC stuff. You have your República Dominicana hat on.
La República Dominicana.
I have my Italia hat on as we sneak up on the WBC. And less than a week till pitchers and catchers report. So we've got some other kind of deep cut pitching options. There's still a lot. I shouldn't say there's a lot of names out there because that would be a little bit of a lie. There are names out there that are going to be, I don't know, somewhat storylines. And like if one of these guys were to leak into Yankee camp, we would get excited about that. So we'll talk some arms. We'll talk some bats. Maybe we'll get a little hype. I feel like we get a little hype.
Why not? It's getting closer, man. Spring.
How you doing, big man?
I am doing good. Happy right now. Actually, La Serie del Caribe is going on. So it's, DR, as of this moment in time, are 2-0. So you guys, it's only a 7-day tournament. You guys could be able to watch it, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty fun. And it's a good appetizer for the World Baseball Classic, which we're thirsty for that, kind of. Or I am. I can't speak for everybody, but I am. I love the World Baseball Classic because there's a lot of emotions and it's a lot of baseball when you're thirsty for baseball. How about that? You're
kind of going to be our guy for World Baseball Classic, right?
Let's see how that works.
Jimmy's put a lot on your plate. Do you know that?
Yeah. I've seen it. I've seen such things.
And you'll be great.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
What are the chances?
I don't like that at all.
None better odds.
None better odds, man. 50% odds is good.
It's the best odds you can get.
It's the best odds you can get.
And a game of chance.
Yes.
Okay, that's exciting. So I guess tune in to you for that.
Yes. We'll be on Jam Baseball.
And yeah, we've got a couple Yankees leaked their announcement. We saw Austin Wells with the DR jersey. I think we're going to talk a little bit of that next Talking Yanks when we get the official rosters tomorrow.
I know why Dominican Papi, Austin Wells.
Now, what's that mean, fella?
You know what I'm talking about. Hey, Austin Wells, come plátano.
All right. So, yeah, we could save that. We put that on the back burner. Let's start off with a little belly, which is kind of funny because I feel like we've been starting with belly topics
That's all we have.
About a month and a half.
That's all we got.
But we have one new update, and it actually, in this time of spring training, like we're about to lock in.
Yes.
Guys are going to be showing up. Who look best shape of their life? Who's looking not in their best shape of their life? Who's hurt?
Yeah.
3 guys show up hurt every year.
Yeah. Why are you showing up that way?
It's just not what you want.
Don't show up hurt.
Why show up hurt?
Right.
Please don't.
Somebody
That would be
show
the
up
request.
late.
We had a bunch of guys at the Tampa Bay Lightning Bruins outdoor game in Tampa. Supposedly 80% of the team is down there because of the captain,
And because they all know each other.
Judge, and because, like, why not?
They all know each other. Unconfirmed reports that Goldschmidt was there. I don't know. We can't say that or can't.
It seemed like you just said it.
Never said
He
it.
wasn't in the picture.
Wasn't
Not in the pic.
picture. No.
Someone had to take the pick.
It's not the same team.
It's not the same.
It helps to get all the guys down there when it's the same team.
Right,
virtually.
but it's not the same team. Let's not do that.
New guys there.
So a little bit nerdy with Belly's contract, because all of us saw the 5-year 162.5 contract drop, and we went through that, and that's true, but it's also false because he has the 2 opt-outs after years 2 and 3, correct? So part of that, and this is a little bit of CBA nonsense. So hey, some of you like to live in the weeds, some of you don't like to live in the weeds. Here we are. That Belly's contract, depending how you were going to allocate the money, or maybe you don't care about the allocation of money, funds. Cody Bellinger is going to have a luxury hit higher than anyone on the team this year. Cody Bellinger, his luxury tax hit is going to be almost $45 million. I saw a lot of numbers there. I pulled back, so I just rounded up to 45 mil.
Okay.
It's going to be 42.5 the next year. Mm-hmm. And then if Cody remains a Yankee with his opt-out after year 2 and opt-out after year 3, it would be $24.3 million a year. So, I don't know, depending how your offseason plan was going, distributing the Yankees' money, if you thought they were going to add another player to somehow this free agency,
right.
This may change your mind because the Yankees currently have the 3rd highest payroll. The Dodgers are 1. I have them around $412 million, including the Spotrac. Yeah, right?
Damn!
The Mets, $385+ million. Mm-hmm. The Yankees in 3rd place with $336 million on the book. So, hey.
So far,
yeah. I'll be interested to see if you start feeding that piece, Joseph, seeing the Mets with a higher payroll. I think everything we've seen from the Yankees in their front office is they like the team from last year. So much so that they're pretty much running it back. But I guess if you thought there was more room in the payroll as 3-time tax offenders,
they're pretty considerably over the top tier now.
I guess if you thought there was room, there's less than we thought a couple days ago.
yeah. I mean,
There is no salary cap in baseball. I should drive that
no
home.
salary
Right.
cap. Let's drive that. I like the way that this is designed. Obviously, is hey, buddy, it's like dangling a carrot to make him opt out. That's basically what it is. If he has great years, I'd love to keep him, but if he does decide to stay, he's very affordable after. But the I don't know. The only person that knows this salary cap number is probably either Hal or Randy. I don't know if Cashman knows. He just told yes or no. But there is a number that they don't want to surpass. They still want to get, one more piece, like a lesser piece. But we'll see what happens. And then there's whatever you allot to add at the deadline mentally, right? What are you willing to bring in? And then that's like his mental final number. So I don't know, man. Like operating with what feels like a salary cap stinks because it feels like the teams that are on top of you aren't thinking that way.
Treating the soft cap like it's hard.
Right. It shouldn't be that way. It should be like, hey, you know what? If you got the means, just use it. But like, if you already went over,
Right.
Just be fiscally responsible.
Well, and I guess a couple things to keep in the back of your head. Joe's mentioned a couple options are still out there. We'll talk a little first base, left field coming up. A couple pitchers still out there that you have to feel like, depending what the price tag lands on those guys with our current kind of needs or curiosity in the bullpen. One name jumped out to me, but I guess something that I've been hammering is that this year, like, I kind of think the Yankees are done. Yes, okay. maybe a
That's
Goldie,
fair.
maybe it's Grichuk, maybe it's something like that. But I think the Yankees have established, as Boone has started doing his PR tour before the season, I think as Cashman said, the Yankees like their roster. They made a lot of moves at the deadline last year that they want to see those take full effect over 162. I guess something I've been saying is that I think I'm very excited for this year's Yankees deadline because I do think that's where the Yankees want to get their work done. I think they want to see what another 3 months of Ryan McMahon feels like. I think they want to see another 2 months of what the shortstop situation feels like. I think they want to see their catching situation and what that feels like. I think the Yankees deserve a little credit of being able to make transactions at the deadline. We've seen them have a couple pretty big transactional ones, including last year. They also have real prospects along the way, prospects that teams want. I guess for me, what does get a little curious, and maybe I guess the glass half full version would be seeing the Mets and Dodgers payrolls ahead of us that, like you said, no real salary cap. That maybe the Yankees are viewing those as, I don't want to say a cap, but I don't know. If the Mets stay ahead of you salary-wise, people will talk about that. They'll care more about the standings end of the day. But I guess when I've been thinking about the trade deadline, I do think the Yankees are going to do some chips-in moves this year.
Okay. They need to, because the way that the Belly contract is set up for, it just feels like, all right, this is the window. All right, let's like really go for it here, which is fine, which is what I want. I want the Yankees to like go for it here. I don't remember, when was the last time the Yankees did a run back roster? Like, let's run it back with the same squad. I don't know if 2018, like 2019 kind of comes to mind a little bit. I'm thinking about additions. They had kids coming up.
Because usually they've had years where it's like they did one thing. Like the year they signed Cole, that was like the thing.
So
I guess they ended up getting DJ.
So okay. So Soto Verdugo.
Okay, that's not a run back roster.
That wasn't a run back roster. And then the next year they brought in Belly and Goldschmidt and
they kind of wanted to run back, but
they kind of wanted to run back the previous year.
The main guy for that chose to go elsewhere.
2023 missed.
Yeah.
Missed. 2022, Trevi, Rizzo, Glaber, IKF, Donaldson, Hicks, Judge, Gallo, Stanton.
Did he run that back from the previous
So was
year?
that, I guess, when did we get those guys?
I mean,
IKF and Donaldson were the same
Donaldson,
offseason. So, no, we got the whole new left side of the infield.
Right.
Sanchez, Rizzo, DJ, Glaber, Gio, Gallo, Gardy, Judge, Stanton. Does that count?
2020 to 2021.
That's pretty.
Is there a major pitcher ad? I don't.
Luke Voigt led 2020 in homers. So that was kind of a run back.
Well, that one I almost don't want to count because it was like 2020. It's like, I don't know if we should. I don't know what
it's
we
kind
changed.
of just those 2 years were one year.
What did the Yankees change in 2019? Who'd they add? Because I know.
Welcome to the offseason, people. We're here.
It's crazy. I'm just thinking, the reason I'm bringing it up is just because, and maybe this is just me. This is just Yankees fan copium, man. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I don't know. But sometimes if you run it back with the same team, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing if the pieces are good pieces, and maybe they'll mesh even better next season. Or maybe not. Maybe they'll just crash and burn. But
I guess for me, it's interesting from a front office standpoint that I think them doing this leaves more risk than previous years, because you can say, hey, we did this, this, and this. They can't say that, which means they like the team, which we've seen the Yankees front office and staff be defiant in the face of the fans at times. Get ready for that. Like if these Yankees do end up rolling and they win the division and they go 98 wins, they go 102 wins, they will use this as their strongest data point in a long time. Like we tried to tell you guys, like we know what we're doing.
mm-hmm.
It also leaves the most risk the other way. Like if this season were to not work, it's going to be very easy for us to look back and be like, well, what did you expect? Like, you guys very easily should have lost to the Red Sox in the 2-game wild card. You guys got rolled by the Blue Jays.
Mm-hmm.
And I do understand, and Boone talked about it on his WFAN tour a little bit. Like, he said last year hurt arguably the most.
And he said it to us like a few days after.
Said that to us, but I don't know. And again, what do you say?
He still thinks it.
What do you say? I don't know. That wasn't the vibe around here. Like, I don't think we felt that stung. The one thing I haven't known what to do with is Rodon pitching in that game, and then he's going to be hurt through May. But that's what Boone lays out. He's like, we were healthy, we were ready to go. And I guess the other thing was, remember they were winning a ton of games down the stretch because they were trying to catch. Like, basically, they made a decision the final 2 weeks. Let's catch the Blue Jays and win every game. The Blue Jays kept winning, that they couldn't pass them. That was a weird feeling, but I don't.
And they had a good schedule.
I know you have to
had
say
the best
that,
record after the second best record in the sport after the deadline, and they're running back that team that did that after the deadline.
But we didn't feel that way about last year's Yankees, correct?
No, because I always, in the back of my mind, always kept the perspective of like, this schedule that they're facing was really
very true.
You remember, like toward the end, you look at the record. Years from now, you'll look back, you look at the record, it's like, oh, wow, they went crazy down the stretch to try to catch the Blue Jays. But the truth is, if you looked in and you watched the games, you know who they were facing. They had a whole bunch of White Sox games in there. They had a whole bunch of teams that checked out.
They did all year and beat the teams they should beat kind of easily.
Right.
Well, they did. They had that.
Had some good wins down the stretch, obviously.
Yes.
Too.
Yeah, they won a Houston series. They won a Toronto series. They won a Boston series. So
they had big ones.
And
they did.
I guess the other thing that they do deserve credit for, as we're trying to figure out how we want to feel, because like we said last episode, when spring training gets here, it's blind faith. Like, let's go.
That's just what it is.
Like, let's go. It's baseball. There's a reason we watch and love this sport. That if you're someone that's going to be holding on to that hate with you, like, I can't help you. That's
can't go through 162 like that. At least not start.
It's not what you want. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Valentine's Day around the corner, and whatever your dating status is, all over, single, married, wherever you land, most people are still figuring it out and finding your way. So no matter where you are in your romantic journey, therapy can help you find your way and help you determine what can you do for yourself. Take a little bit of the pressure off. BetterHelp does the initial matchmaking for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. 30,000. Wow, 30,000 therapists. BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 6 million people globally. This month, do not wait to reach out. BetterHelp makes it easy to get matched online with a qualified therapist. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/Yanks. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Yanks. That the righties off the bench was cool last year. Ahmed Rosario coming in and doing his thing. Goldie becoming the lefty version of Goldie. The Yankees did feel Bednar at the back end. My God, how huge was he?
Huge.
That, like, those were new, different things that felt better. McMahon's defense was cool. The other side of the ball, obviously, we have our concerns. Caballero being a pest, his stats were crazy from last year.
Mm-hmm.
That, yes, they can think that way. It's just nervous, man. Where I started this whole conversation is I will be very interested to see how they treat the payroll the rest of the way. Because as I keep saying, I expect them to have a big trade deadline. There won't be a lot of money they can get off of.
Right.
Like, Trent is an expiring contract, but, he's currently our leadoff center fielder. So I don't know what trades people are dreaming up. But
unless he's doing well, and so is one of the center fielder options that you have in the minor leagues. Which
if Trent Grisham is playing well, how good could Dominguez or Jones be doing to
supplant him,
usurp him?
And if he's playing well, even if part of the benefit is getting off, like, what kind of return is that
Yes.
worth when we're trying to win the World Series and you have a
Agreed.
player doing
That,
well.
that I guess the next step for that for me is if you're bringing in a very good baseball player, they're probably already getting paid a certain amount of money. That I guess I'm just interested to see how the Yankees treat that the rest of the way. And as we start getting into some of these rumors, Austin Hayes signed for $5 million, $6 million. That
felt like some place I thought would be within your range.
but it might not. It might
Right.
not. And that's what we might be finding out with the rest of these free agent offers. I guess the other wide conversation is just something for Yankee fans to know and keep in the back of your head. And we talked about this a little bit, but we're kind of in a 2-year window.
2-tree.
Of with Belly and potentially how that opt-out plays out. How about all of this conversation we've had? 2 more years of Stanton.
Yeah.
How quickly did that go from Halo's salary dump to, 2 more years of Big G, who, by the way, was pretty amazing in the regular season last year.
His contract's not even that crazy.
McMahon and Grisham is this year. McMahon is 2 years. And then after those 2 years, so if you want to zoom out to the third year, it's the final year of Colin Rodon's contract. So, I think sometimes it's easy for us, and it's part of the beauty of fandom that we zoom in on a moment, and we're still mad the Yankees didn't bring in this free agent or make that trade or go get that guy. We do know the Yankees' whole front office also still has... Oh, my God, my voice ran out. The Yankees' whole front office still has a 5-year plan, right? Like, they're not, that's how they operate. And part of that 5-year plan is looking in 3 years from now, and I don't know, I'm not going to say Paul Skeens' name, but
let's free up money for whoever would be available at the time.
as we look at these time periods of Yankees that we just kind of did briefly.
Ellie, Acuna, whoever.
Oh.
I don't think the Braves are bringing back. That's a conversation.
That's a whole different conversation.
But I'm just saying, there's other teams around the league that are like not going to be.
But in 2 years, we're going to be talking about a very different outlook for the Yankees team. And I think we can say that every 2 years. Like, we get shocked a little bit how quickly baseball moves. But these are the names we're talking about. Stanton, Belly, Cole, Rodon. Like, Judge will be how old?
Even if Belly doesn't come back, the AAV drops by, call it half. Don't need to do exact math, but there's money coming off.
So I guess if you're planning your...
When it comes off, boy, you're already here. Just keep spending here.
Right.
Right? Just stay here. Minimum.
I guess as you plan your... what year is it? 26? So as you plan your 2029 Yankees and whatever that may look like to you, just know that those are the situations and things coming up in the next couple years. All right. We covered that.
Yeah.
Why don't we talk about what the Yankees still may be in market for, Joseph?
Need some ready bats. Yankees have been talked about.
I was going to tell you it's signing season brought to you by SeatGeek, where we keep tabs on potential moves for the Yanks this offseason.
I like that.
Because you think they're going to bring in a righty bat.
Yes, I think. Cashman can't say, "Hey, we need a righty bat," and not do it. Like, at least
he could do that.
He could, and that righty bat.
Remember the left fielder press conference? We just couldn't find one.
It might just be
Mr. at the market. Sorry,
might just be Goldschmidt, but we'll see. There's options out there, even though many of us may not like them. Some old, some new.
If the hitter was completely equal, do you prefer first base or left field?
Left.
Okay.
Because I could slot Belly over to center just for a game if I want to give Grish off. And then I really want Ben Rice to stay in there against lefties, because how am I supposed to know you can't hit lefties if you don't face lefties?
Right.
So I want him in there against all of the tough lefties, like Crochet, like at least just to see them and see what he had a homer last year, playoffs, right?
Well, in the left on left, his slugging was there last year against lefties. He slugged .481. The other stats are not what we saw from Ben Rice. 208, 271 on base. But again, like last year, I kind of forget with how quickly baseball moves. That was his first full season. Like he played 50 games the year before. The whole initial Ben Rice story of we found this kid during COVID, and he's from Dartmouth, and so is Brad, and they get to talk about nerdy stuff together. That you're right. I mean, the only way to learn and get better about a lot of things is by doing it, especially hitting in baseball. And I know they feel the same way about Dominguez's profile. Like, I think if you really dig into Dominguez's like information, I think like career, like at every professional level, I think Dominguez has had something like 200 at bats versus lefties or something. It's something crazy like that. That was a fake
in games.
That was a fake number I made up.
It's
But
not
that
a
fake
lot.
number is like close.
Yes.
It's the neighborhood.
That's part of the reason they still believe Dominguez could have potential from that side of the plate. And like, you know, Ben Rice showed something, and as we can't build the perfect team, I guess as we try to sometimes, Ben Rice, could potentially hit lefties, and Ben Rice could also just be okay, we're facing a lefty today. Ben Rice hits sixth, and that third time through the rotation, when we get to their righty reliever, now we have the advantage.
What I remember, and the reason I'm so adamant about, like, let's go ahead and get Rice the at-bats against lefties. Cora's a good manager, and last year in the playoffs, he did everything he could to try to pin that kid to the bench.
That was crazy.
And the Yankees, for a while, were, like, listening, and it was wild. And I didn't understand that at all, but you want to do, and we say this, you want to do what the other manager doesn't want you to do, and Ben Rice playing is what we want.
Yes.
You know, he had 467 at-bats last year. I thought he had a really good year. First year, like you mentioned, a 36 OPS. Give me more of Ben Rice. So, yes, if you could give me an outfielder lefty. If he could also have a first base glove, I won't be mad.
The outfielder?
Yeah, if he could know how to, like, maybe do something at first.
What about Uncle Rosario? I think he was grabbing a first baseman.
He does just what he just likes playing, bro. He just does whatever he can.
He just likes playing. He's playing for the DR.
Yes, he is.
Austin Slater's played first base.
It will be interesting, Austin. So Paul Goldschmidt would be the first base option. I
Yes.
think Carlos Santana also back out there, and we did that game last year. But I think the Yankees are putting a number out there for Goldie, maybe a lesser number than we would even guess. And it's just like it's kind of, I think they're giving
league minimum.
I think they're giving him the, like, if you really think this team is it, we're running it back.
If you want to be on a major league team that's gonna win, that's trying to win,
We can get you some ABs. Otherwise, I think it's gonna be camp invites. And I do think the Yankees are gonna have an exciting camp invite this year, because there are still bodies out there, whether it's Randall Grichuk, who we've joked about on this show for a while, as he used to kill the Yankees. Austin Slater, former Yankee, obviously. I know Ty France got mentioned, plays good defense at first, so that could also be first left and maybe a late in game if Rice's defense doesn't build there. That I do think the Yankees are going to bring in an option. I don't know if that option breaks camp. I don't know if that option affects the team.
Another reason it's a good year to do all these roster invites is Yankees are going to have, just a little teaser, but Yankees are going to have a lot of players going to World Baseball Classic, and you're going to get longer looks than normal at certain players, pitchers especially, and just different positional players that you might not be doing that because you're worrying about getting Judge at-bats or getting other guys at-bats. He's going to be in the World Baseball Classic. They're going to be in the World Baseball Classic. Josh Chisholm at the World Baseball Classic. There's just a lot of players you're going to be doing that. Righty catcher. Our catcher is going to be at the World Baseball Classic, we mentioned. So we'll see. We'll get more eyes on some of those guys.
Is spring training going to be kind of tough?
It depends how you look at spring training, man. Like every year, I've always looked at spring training as like, yes, the guys. I know what the guys are going to be in the regular year, but I want to see the guys that I don't normally see. I kind of get excited for that. Like, oh, this guy's. I'm here watching in the 8th inning, where everybody's walking home.
Okay.
But some people don't like that.
Okay, a little bit of a live segment because we're live. Everyone
We're
watching
live.
this is live,
Right, chat?
Comment below how live we are.
They've been telling me in the chat we're live.
Okay, off the rip. Top 5 things we'll be excited to watch from Yankees spring training. DraftKings Super Bowl 60 deserves a sports book built for the moment. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 60, puts you right in the center of the biggest game of the year. And what DraftKings has, they have your back. With the early exit, if a player goes down in the first half, you still get paid out in cash immediately once your bet settles. No bonus bets, no waiting. And the best part, new customers bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code JMBaseball. That's code JMBaseball to turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Spencer Jones?
Yes.
Take a look.
Right?
Yeah. Is LeGrande? He's not going World Baseball Classic, right?
I assume we'll get to see him
Okay.
in spring to some degree.
There was a rumor about that.
Yeah.
Right?
I know.
Dominguez, does that excite us? I feel
Yes.
like we
Yeah, that's fine.
I feel like we have built-in excuses because it's in Tampa and that Tampa sun.
No. The Rays played there. We lost games there. Like actual games. We lost.
Remember the home run they took away from Judge?
Yeah. I remember that.
That was crazy. Okay, so Dominguez is probably off the list.
No, I'm still excited for him because I want to see if he can hit some righties. I know. Hit some lefties
Hit
as a righty. As a righty.
There's a world where like Dominguez is going like nuts in spring, and that is we won't be able to help ourselves as far as getting hype, even with.
But you can't go too nuts.
I don't think we can go too down.
Jimmy's Higgy test.
It's not going.
I'm
well.
going planters.
Schlittler.
Huh?
Going planters is nuts.
Don't tell our sales team that. We can't be giving planters free run.
They might be like, you know what? I like how that sounds.
Planters. Never really thought about the name. What's that name from? Is that about planting nuts? I don't think you plant nuts.
Get the nut guy on the screen somewhere.
Don't get the nut guy on the
Get
screen.
the nut guy all over walking on the screen.
Don't get the nut guy on the screen.
That's a good sales. I mean, sales talk to them. See if they do that.
Do you plant nuts?
I don't think. My day is made.
All the jury duty came back to this. Jones, Schlittler, Elmer Rodriguez,
Yes.
Weathers.
Yes.
I'm excited about to see.
Yeah.
that.
I'm excited for Weathers. See what's new that he's trying to add. Let's see. Whatever righty catcher kind of competition they have. I want to see that. I know you don't care.
Is there?
But I want to see that.
Ali Sanchez, Peyton Henry. That's not getting you. That's
wanna
not
see-
on the top 5 list.
I think the catcher and potentially like the last righty bat
Yes.
might be like last day of spring. Like somebody didn't make another team. That's
Exactly.
That's
That's
the 2
what I'm
days
excited
left
for.
That's not even spring training. That's
Okay.
like spring training is over. Luis Heel?
I'm excited for it to be over.
Luis Heel, maybe? Could be exciting or very unexciting.
Ooh,
Jake's making me
No.
not excited.
I,
The bullpen? Oh, you know what? Oh no, he's going to World Baseball Classic. Forget it.
Doval?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
As you guys know, I listen to
Gonna say
every
Doval.
Joel Sherman podcast
Nice.
appearance I can. Something he dropped on his most recent episode was he said you asked the 5 to 7 most important people in the Yankees org who they're most excited about. He thinks the most common answer you would get is Luis Seal.
Definitely when they're trading.
All right. Yeah, whenever they're trying
They
to
get
bring
so
up-
excited about Luis Hill when
He's-
they're trading.
He's healthy now. So
You got to
trade.
see this guy.
He's not available, but, just in case you want him,
We would never trade him, but what do you guys
no
think?
way.
Luis Hill is like, we can't even.
No, we
We
can't.
can't even.
We can't even entertain.
But what
Hold on.
if?
We
Don't
can't-
slide it across
We
the
can't
table.
even entertain him.
Don't slide it.
That's planters.
Okay. We also have a couple pitching arms here that I guess, Joseph, if you have any commentary, I'm interested. I guess, hey, the one guy, arm talent, the Yankees did not have velo last year.
Right.
Michael Kopech,
Yes.
who was a top prospect, was a weapon for the Dodgers for a little bit there. He had shoulder and knee injuries last year. If that's a guy that the Yankees can somehow bring into their camp with a major league or non-major league contract, that would be something that would turn heads. And then the other guy that Beebs has listed on our doc here, Nick Martinez, who's been a swingman. He actually accepted the qualifying offer last year, so he took like $20+ million to
Right.
play baseball. He's a weak contact guy. I guess I think some team is going to pay him to throw their team a lot of innings. Where Kopech is a pure reliever that I don't, at this point of free agency in the offseason, I don't know how teams are valuing him.
I don't either. I don't know if they're doing invites for him. I don't know if he's gonna do like showcase situation, but like, I'd be open to Kopech. I don't
When
know.
do we get that invite graphic? Can you find last year's invite graphic?
It should be pretty soon we're as is we're 9 days out from the first day ish.
Yeah,
8 days out.
I always like the invite graphic.
I like that.
There's
Just-
always someone that you're like, oh,
Let's see what he's got.
oh, Derek Dietrich, and now he runs our whole like minor leagues.
No way. He tried out for that basically.
He kind of did. It's kind of genius.
Came in, he tried out for the team, and then stood on with the front office, which is crazy.
I'm here now.
Yes.
I will be here now. And I think you wanted to make a case for Miguel Andujar or no?
I put that out there just because he fits a profile that I like of a hitter, somebody that doesn't strike out. I was looking for something like that to put on the Yankee bench, somebody that doesn't strike out, somebody that puts the bat on the ball. And he had a relatively good year. I just think that he'll get a starting.
He had a very good year.
Yeah, I just think that he'll get like a starting job somewhere.
He did better than deserving just a platoon opportunity.
Yes, and if he's there as a platoon opportunity, I don't know if he'll come back. I don't know how he feels about the Yanks, but like,
I think both sides don't know how to feel about each other. That's
the
not
defense
happening.
is a big barrier
yes.
for that. I don't see that happening because of that. But if you could have him as just a bat, I feel like he would fit a good like bat profile for the Yanks for what they need. But I don't think defensively he can do it.
I have potentially exciting news.
Okay.
Last year, the graphic came out February 5th. Today, reminder, February 3rd.
Oh.
The year before, 2024, came out February 6th. Came out February 7th, 2023. March lockout, 2022. Came out February 3rd in 2020. So we're
We're on graphic watch.
We're on graphic watch. Like, I don't think today looks like I think they've dropped it very early afternoon those years, but like tomorrow maybe.
Wow. I'm under WBC probably affects that. They're probably waiting for those
Probably when those
official rosters, because also if I'm a guy looking for a non-roster invite to spring training,
might as well go somewhere
if
that'll
I'm
get 2 weeks.
If I'm Jonah Heim, I would love to know that Austin Wells isn't going to be there.
There's also non-roster guys that are going to play on those WBC teams that will try out basically for all 30 teams.
Oh.
So you can see how they perform in this tournament, and then you can see if you want to slip them a little contract.
Okay.
Don't talk about Luis Hill.
That's a good That was a good mock trade negotiation we had. Aaron Judge, WBC. I think
Yes.
this will be our final prediction. Cody probably kind of should be, but I don't think
going.
he
I think
or
he
I don't
said
think
he's not.
him
Said he's
and the U.S. are kind of like we're good, which is kind of
It
funny.
is sort of the plan for tomorrow's up to deep dive reminder.
Right. This is just on the way out.
Off the top of the head.
Jazz is going.
Yes.
Rice and Stanton don't care. Very different
No,
reasons.
they won't.
McMahon not invited. Caballero?
He's on
Yeah, right. Puerto Rico.
Panama.
Panama. Bum, bum. You know that song? Panama. Oh.
I've never heard it a day in my life.
Wells, Ascara not invited. I guess we'll find out soon. Would it help Dominguez? No. Bednar's American.
He's on.
He's on.
Do we like that? Are we scared for WBC injuries? Yeah, I'm seeing head nods.
Boone had a good line about it on his appearance. He said, like, yeah, I really like the tournament. But that's a lot of our guys.
It's a lot.
And then he had a good laugh.
God, it's going to be a weird spring.
I don't want anybody hurt, but I especially want one person healthy. I just want to make. I'm not gonna name his
3, 2, 1.
Judge.
Luis Hill.
Luis Hill is not going. He's not going. I don't want Aaron Judge diving for the U.S.
No.
All right, he's not doing that.
No.
All right.
No stolen bases, no dives.
No. I don't like any of that stuff. Just play the game and just,
What if he gets out to a crazy hot start because he gets more real at bats early on this year? That was it.
I don't know. I mean, maybe. What does that mean? Does that mean he's not hot? Because I know baseball.
That means he's extra hot.
no one's
The layoff
ever
hurts.
It feels like no one's ever hot a whole season.
Judge has been close.
Judge has been close.
I think he only missed April.
Yeah, which means I'm afraid if that means that we're going to lose a month on the back end.
That's such bad math. Oh my God. Last year, Judge was just good every month.
Yeah.
The year before, he spotted everybody April.
Okay. We know we have Aaron Judge.
Yes.
Maybe just a reminder of what that means. Because when the front office does their projections, they factor in Aaron Judge.
They have to.
And sometimes we take away because we're like, without Judge. Well, we have Judge.
We're going to see what this team looks like in spring training without Judge.
Judge's OPS by month last year.
Oh, boy.
You react with a noise to show the crowd if you like this number or you don't. Judge OPS by month. April, March, 1.282. May, 1.251.
Whew.
June, 967.
Whew.
Was that better or worse? July, 1.089.
Whew.
August, 923.
Mm.
That was his worst month last year.
Everybody's bad.
And September, October, he finished 1.292. That is 3 months of 1.2 OPS baseball.
He's a beautiful, beautiful man.
3 months where his slugging is in the high sevens.
His slugging was some people's OPS on the same team.
We have Aaron Judge.
We have Aaron Judge.
That is good. I guess we'll find out, in a way, who will be joining him at camp. Maybe there's going to be one or two more exciting options.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, we're going to find out who will not be joining him at camp as we figure out these final WBC moves. And I don't know, I just kind of weirded myself out for spring training a little bit.
It's a different vibe come World Baseball Classic year because you don't really have. Don't you remember that year where Jeter faced the Yankees in a spring training game?
Because normally I make it about 2 starts through the rotation. It's like, oh, let me see all these guys twice. And, they did 2 innings today. Look, it went 3. But, man, that second time through the rotation when it's...
Everyone's trying out.
When it's healing the fellas out there. I don't know.
Somebody might surprise.
Everyone always does.
No, that's not.
I got caught in that one. Someone will. And we'll talk about it. And we're going to talk a lot of WBC. Joe's going to be doing a ton of WB stuff. We're going to have people in Houston for the WBC. The finals in Miami might be around.
I'll be there.
I don't know if you...
No.
You're currently not booked for that.
Something might happen.
Some might. And I guess that's been the whole theme of the episode. Something might happen with that. For now, everyone go tweet at Jimmy. Ask him if he had a very judicial day.
Very litigious.
Very litigious experience.
Ask
today.
him why he likes jury duty so much. Why do you like it so much? He opts
It's
in.
a weird thing to just love.
He sends an email saying, do you have any more of that jury duty around?
You don't think he's using that as like his day off?
I think so. He goes to court. He actually goes to the court.
You don't
though.
think he's editing in the courthouse, right?
No, but he goes there to see what content he could make with the judge.
What courthouse content?
Yes, he would like that.
Filming.
So everyone tell Jimmy what's up. Thank you guys. We will be back later this week talking some Yanks with you. Maybe there will be that big trade in the NBA. Thank you guys. Let's go Yanks. Tell them Jimmy's grandma.
Go Yankees.
Plátano, plátano. Plátano,
Ciao, ciao.
plátano. 6 por 5, 6 por 5. Plátano.